All right, if you're looking for new music, here are 5 new albums that were released on August 8th. All of these different styles of music, something for everybody. Number one, Roc Marciano and DJ Premier, The Coldest Profession. Some of the best 20 minutes of rap that you're going to hear this year. Roc Marci remains the gold standard for luxury rap, and he sounds just as good when he's talking about his crime narratives. There's almost like a noir feeling to Roc Marci. He has such a cold-blooded, almost emotionless flow. I love the song Good to Go, really stands out. DJ Premier, Mount Rushmore producer, one of the best to ever do it. And honestly, these beats feel tailor-made for Roc Marci. They sound just as cohesive as Guru and Premier did, which is hyperbole. It sounds like hyperbole, but honestly, I feel that way. This is some classic material. It sounds amazing and definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of Roc Marci. If you've never heard him before, think sort of like Raekwon, Prodigy, that type of really cold-blooded flow, but with a lot of luxury rap themes. Awesome stuff. All right, number 2 on this list, Halloween Shadow House. This is a cool band from Philadelphia. I believe this is their debut album. This was released on Funeral Party Records, a record label that's handled the last few Were releases. And this is kind of tough to categorize. It's sort of shoegaze, sort of indie, lo-fi, grungy. It's kind of tough to exactly say what style of music this is. It's kind of got like a barren, cold feeling to it, but there's a lot of inconspicuous melodies weaved in here that'll kind of sneak up on you. A couple standout songs on here, Hall of Mirrors and Tongue are 2 good ones to sample if you want to check this album out. Highly recommended. This is one of the most interesting albums that I've heard this year. All right, number 3 on the list, No Joy Bugland. This is another album that's difficult to categorize. It covers a lot of ground stylistically. Probably best to refer to it as shoegaze or dream pop, but understand this is very experimental. There's times where it's very ethereal and very atmospheric, and then there's times where it has more of a direct, glitchy pop kind of feeling to it. There were certain vocal inflections that were somewhat reminiscent of Grimes, but this doesn't really sound like Grimes at all. I'm not really comparing them, just sort of reminding me of that at certain points. Really interesting album. The closing song on here has some unexpected harsh vocals. This is really cool. I like the song Bits. Very interesting song because it does start a little bit more atmospheric and then it sounds a little bit poppier in the middle. But yeah, this has a lot of curveballs. Definitely one to check out if you're into shoegaze. All right, number 4, Scorched Mind, Embracing the Dying Sun. This is Wilkes-Barre, PA, metalcore, death metal, sludge metal outfit's full-length debut. They had an awesome EP that came out last year. This sees them move a little bit further away from stuff that was more reminiscent of like Full of Hell and Cult Leader. This album's a little bit more produced. It kind of has that compressed sound. Reminds me more of stuff like End and stuff like Harm's Way. There's definitely more breakdowns on this, but it's very good. It's very breakneck, hard hitting. There's a song on here called Reflective Void that really stands out towards the end of the track listing that kind of changes the pace. There's a lot of dynamics here. Very cool band. Definitely someone to check out and keep an eye on as they progress throughout their career. All right, number 5 on this list, Jid, God Does Like Ugly. Another great album from Jid. I will say this feels like a little bit of a step back from his last couple albums. I do feel like this is a little bit less consistent. There's some more R&B tinged tracks in the middle of the track listing here that I felt like lost a little bit of momentum. They're still pretty good. It just kind of lost momentum for the album. Might grow on me a little bit as I listen to this more, but his technical ability is still pretty stunning. I mean, I honestly think he has one of the best flows, if not the best flow that I've ever heard, which feels like it might be an exaggeration, but I've really never heard somebody be able to weave through so many different beats and beat changes in one song the way that he does without losing a step. It's incredibly impressive. His rapping is really at another level from a technical perspective, but I do feel like some of the songcraft took a little bit of a hit on this album compared to his last few. Still worth checking out. The highlight here is Community with Clips, which was an incredible song. All 5 of those are really cool. Let me know if you check them out, if you enjoy them, and if there's something that I missed that I should check out, please let me know in the comments.